and Studs! 80s movies fans, has LEGO got the premier creator expert build just for you? This is Sprues and Studs, and today we're going to be building and commentating on the first half of the newly released set Back to the Future. This set was released on April 1st, 2022, and now we get the privilege to build Doc Brown. The minifigure is that of a double-sided head expression, with one of them rocking the iconic silver sunglasses and the other one is more like a grim look. As you can tell, the designers at LEGO were very deliberate and accurate about their LEGO rendition of Doc Brown, as the minifigure sports the yellow lab jacket as well as the jaunty red printed shirt that Doc Brown wears. As you saw, the next minifigure is none other than Michael J. Fox, aka Marty Mcfly. Marty also has a two-expression head, with one side sporting a smirk on the other side, with a determined look which fully explains Marty, as he is always determined to get back to 1985. Again, I would say that the LEGO designers took the time to get the accurate details on McFly, as he sports the red puffy vest, jean jacket, as well as the torn jeans that he's famous for wearing. So this set weighs in at a hefty 1872 pieces and costs $170, which will keep you quite busy for quite a few hours. Well, actually for more than a few hours, specifically anywhere between 5 to 6 hours in fact. At least that is the time that it took me to build this epic bad boy. Anyway, as you saw, there are a total of 11 number bags in this set, along with a few stickers and a gigantic instruction booklet, or a booklet that can actually function as a paperweight. In this video, we will be building the contents of bags 1 through 6, and as usual fashion, we will be finishing off the build with assembly of bags 7 through 11, and I will be showing you the different variations of the Delorean based on the 3 Back to the Future films. So, my subscribed Brick Family audience, sit back and enjoy the ride to nostalgia as we journey through the complicated but very fun LEGO set together. Right now we are halfway through bag 2. Aside from building up the center chassis, the reason for the constant appearance of Technic pieces is so that the regular car can go into flying car mode. All the gears that you see at both ends of the car at this point in time all go towards the literal centerpiece of the set. I'll have to admit to you, at times I felt the build was a bit monotonous because you're building the same sub-assemblies probably 4 times over. For example, you need to build the inner liner of the wheel well about, 4 times. Once all the pieces in bag 2 have been exhausted, you then obviously start by putting together bag 3. This bag is almost exclusively all Technic elements because that is the way LEGO translates movement and functionality in this set. So what you're going to do is literally build the front and rear suspension and axles of the car and attach these two ends to the front and back of the car. As I said to you before, you will be using the red handle at the bottom of the Delorean to switch from the tires sitting on the ground to the tires sitting parallel to the ground, and the mechanism that you're going to be building does exactly that function. All the while when I was building this car, I really had no clue what I was building until near the end of the set. Then everything cleared up, just like the sun breaking through the clouds. So with bag 4, you are building up more of the center chassis as well as starting to build elements of the front and rear bumper of the Delorean. Again, I'm going to be negatively focusing in on the wheel elements because you need to build these things at least 4 times. While they are important to the overall look of the car, they really do not give any sense of joy or childlike wonderment as to what the heck these parts are for, unlike the floating mechanism of the car. Now that part really baked my noodle. Of note, I will warn you, when you are building the hood mechanism of the car, you will need to make absolute sure the angles are built properly, because guess what? Yours truly screwed up the build and therefore was not able to position the hood correctly, as you will see in part 2 of this video. But fear not, yours truly realized the error of his ways and was able to make up for his deficiencies so that the show must go on. As you crack open bag 5, you are starting to give the DeLorean its true character. First of all, you begin the step by building the front bumper, which uses some pretty cool light blue trans pieces. As you know, I've always been a big fan of translucent Lego pieces, and this is by no means an exception. You then will build the front wheel arch on the car, and then progress onto building bag 6. This final bag of the video, you start by fleshing out the sides of the DeLorean by building out the rear wheel arches of the car. You then progress to building up the inside compartment of the car, and most importantly, the beginnings of the dashboard. You will then finish with the construction of the rear bumper of the time-traveling machine. Then you are done with bag 6. So what are your thoughts on the car? Do you like what you see, or does it look a little bit boring? Does the first half of the build convince you that you should be shelling out your greens for the set? I'm curious what your thoughts are. This is Bruce and Studs, and I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. Fear not, you will not have to wait long for part 2. I guarantee that part 2 will be out in the next 3 to 4 days, so as you wait in bated breath, I'll see you in part 2.